Stop jumping. I've been moving things around in my room for a while, and all I see is you jumping from the corner of my eye. I'm just gonna eat a cookie real quick.
A what?
A cookie.
No.
Yep.
Nope.
Yep.
I said no.
Too late.
How's that close up?
You're phasing through me. Wow.
And you failed.
You're slapping me. See?
I can do tricks too. See, look at this.
Right.
All the tricks. We're back because he's done in the potty.
Yeah. I done had to potty.
He drank the water.
Oh, I didn't want to do this one again.
It's fine, we can do it again.
I'm gonna try to go out of the fucking bounds.
I'm gonna try and actually get a score that's actually, you know, somewhat presentable.
Gosh.
I am not good at this game. I don't play this game unless I'm playing with him. So try not to judge me too harshly.
I play all my games. I don't give a shit who I'm playing with. If I want to play it, I'll play it.
I got this game solely so we could do Hall of Meat together.
Really?
Yes.
I'm quite sad.
Why? It was $5 online.
I'm thinking about getting the second. Ooh.
Right in the pelvis. If only you were Link.
Yeah, then I wouldn't have a pelvis. Because I wouldn't be able to sense it, because this motherfucker spelled it wrong. I sense no pelvis here, is probably what you should have said instead. That's the word you use, that sense.
Okay, grow up. Your turn.
So do you have any racist remarks?
1. Why?
I don't know. Just asking because, you know, we haven't done a racist corner in a while. It was kind of funny last time.
Dude. Racist much?
I blame the Jews. Oh, that reminds me.
Blaming the Jews reminds me.
I was in the Stop and Shop restroom, and I saw scribbled on the wall of the stall, "Jews start all wars."
I mean, it's true, but I mean, come on.
The funny thing is, I think I know who wrote that too.
Oh, you see that one?
Yeah.
I think I broke my spinal cord.
Rip in peace.
In peace.
Yeah.
2, 1. Hey, Cameron.
What?
Do you remember turning your song, get music down, audio, stuff? Wow.
No, I didn't.
Are you kidding me? Is it loud?
No.
Then maybe we can get away with leaving it in.
We could just argue that it's part of the game. And we don't have to monetize it either. There are a lot of these...
It doesn't matter if it's monetized or not. If you have stuff in there that you're not supposed to have, they can claim it and get your video removed. Doesn't matter if it's monetized or not.
No, it's only the YouTube ID. The YouTube ID scans monetized videos. Because I have the darkness, and I know for a fact I have copyrighted music, and none of it's been claimed.
And I have had stuff that's not monetized be claimed.
Well, you can just not
scans
monetize
everything.
it. No, I've never had that happen. Only with BioShock Infinite one time.
I've had it happen on a lot of videos of mine. I have like over 300 something videos, and when I did the Pokemon Spray videos, I would use whatever songs I had laying around, and they would always get copyright caught almost instantly.
Well,
and I never tried to monetize any of those.
Well, anyway, these are more metal musicians, so they'll probably be a lot better about it. Then,
Start the next one.
Hold on, I'm looking.
I actually had made a video once that I don't have the access to anymore that YouTube forced me to remove. It was my first attempt at ever making something like that, and it was a Slipknot song that got it caught.
Well, yeah, but that's not a part of a game. This is. You could just argue that that's the game entirely. That's not what you're not understanding. Not to mention that I doubt... Oh, this one does not look good.
Do it anyway.
No.
Yeah, do it anyway. If we don't like it after one, we can change.
You're already in this challenge. No, I don't want... Are you sure?
Yes.
Oh. Well, I doubt they'll do it, because like I said, this is metal soundtracks, and I don't think any of them actually give a shit. They're not... A lot of them aren't shallow like that.
It's the record labels that care.
I don't think these record labels would care either.
You'd be surprised.
Metal is usually more lenient, and Slipknot's with Roadrunner, and Roadrunner is a money-hungry fucking bitch, because they'll sign anyone. They don't give a shit if they're good or not. They'll just sign them. Whereas, probably, these are probably bands from Relapse and things like that. Oh, this is gonna be a fucking nightmare.
You don't have to go off this way. Wow.
Plop.
Do the starfish jump. What?
Why the hell did you do that?
What? I didn't mean to. I'm so winning.
That score
This is my golf score after one hole. You saw what I was going for, though.
No!
Perfect.
Look at, I got a hole in one.
That's not how you count a hole in one.
Pretty sure
A
he
hole
did.
in one would still be one. You got a did not participate ribbon.
Just shows up to the frickin' golf tournament is like, you know what, I don't want to play this anymore. Well, here's a ribbon for participation.
Yay!
You're dead now.
Yay! Yay! Yay, I'm dead now. Yeah, this one's not that fun.
Yeah, I told you.
You know what is fun?
What?
The legal battles of Barbra Streisand. Jump!
No, there's nothing there.
You're gonna run out of time. Just die.
Just die?
4, 3, 2, die! Oh. Oh.
What a fucking jet! What? You... Fucking Skate 3, I'm calling SummerSlam, me and you, SummerSlam.
Just pulls off its shirt and it turns out to be the real life Hulk.
You're just... just drifts off into a, like, coma or something.
Hey, I beat your last 2 scores with that one.
I was too busy trying to find a place to jump off of. And I got
This one's
gypped.
terrible.
Fuck this one.
Well, see, what the thing is you see this giant hole in front of us?
Yeah.
You're supposed to be able to go down here and, like, do a cannonball on, but they didn't put a ramp at the top of that to jump off of it to get into here. So it ends up being, like, a spot you can't really use, and I just, like, you rocket by me.
That wasn't me, that was just my board. I fucking tripped going down. And I just... Oh, yes.
Yes. Yes. May the Force be with us. Red team.
Gay
Blue
team.
Did you just call me the cake team?
I called you the gay team, but that works.
I'd rather be the cake team. Can I be the cake team?
No, you're the gay team. Get over it.
You're the gay teen.
I said gay team. Team, you moron.
Yeah.
Wrecked in pieces.
I'm coming to see you, Grandpa.
I'm gonna go to
in the hospital where you work.
Because I'm gonna be in a coma, so I might not see
for
you.
Life.
I'm gonna go the traditional route.
The stupid route.
Oh!
Ooh!
That was it! Okay.
The stupid route.
You know what? I blame Bill O'Reilly again.
The Egyptians. Oh.
Bill O'Reilly's the source of all evil. I believe it. It's true.
What did Bill O'Reilly ever do to you?
He's a moron. That's what he did. I saw one of his books and it said "Killing Patton," and I was like, "Wow." One of his books.
So?
It just made me sad. And he says a lot of stuff too, but he doesn't actually have any facts to back anything up. So he's just talking out of his ass. Fucking Bill O'Reilly.
Honestly, that sounds like something you'd pay to see. Knowing you. If only there were cars online.
Oh, that would be awesome, because we try to hit them all the time.
Oh yeah. Two, one, Batman.
You know, while I'm thinking of it, I'm just gonna turn down the music now. It's actually at 20%, so it was probably barely even audible.
I think my dude might be in a coma.
I think he might be dead. What the fuck are you talking about? We should all be dead by now.
Honestly, you're probably right.
Oh shit, I gotta go.
Jump. You can do it. I don't think you're gonna remember your next birthday.
I don't think I have a birthday.
That's how bad you died.
That's how bad I died, not how bad I was hit. That's just it.
Oh, I won.
Died.
You died. Whee!
Wrecked.
I won.
But I have the better...
Let's do this one again. This one again. This one again.
Fine.
This one's awesome.
Fine. Fine. That's fine. Fine.
Do you want to go?
No.
You want to take this outside?
But, side note, don't monetize this one.
Side note.
Okay?
Shut up.
Don't do it.
Shut up. And where off said the rocket who got his rocket caught in a rocket?
What?
I don't know.
What?
Potatoes.
What?
Blame the baskets. All from Jerusalem.
That was a pretty good start.
Just the flat out fail of
This shit is awesome. I love this game.
You wouldn't try to duck or anything, just
Yo, we don't have time for ducking.
So So do you think the people in that office were scared?
They're probably all, like, clinging to the window, watching us in terror as we fling our lifeless bodies off this frickin' thing.
Well, no, you didn't fling your lifeless body off. You went...
Yeah, they're probably just watching in absolute fear. Just...
Honestly, I don't think they're that afraid if they keep seeing us get back up to do it again. They're probably enjoying it because they don't think we're getting hurt.
No, they're probably like, what the hell are these guys, vampires?
Oh.
You know, a better scenario is just like, this happens like every 3 months, and they just are like, oh, they're at it again, throwing their fucking lifeless corpses off the freaking banister.
It's too bad we didn't give them the jobs. They wouldn't be doing this anymore. They wouldn't be the bums that they are, throwing themselves off of buildings for pleasure.
Who said it was for fucking pleasure? Who said anyone's enjoying this but us? Are you real? I just got stuck. I couldn't do anything.
That was terrible. What is wrong with you?
Me. Oh. Oh, this is insane.
We're doing it again.
This is awesome.
Oh man, I don't have control over my bladder anymore.
I fucking love this one.
Use the online challenge map to kill yourself.
It's pretty much what it's advertising with Hall of Meat.
Yeah, pretty much.
Throw your likeness off.
You know, I'm really surprised they don't have a warning in this game. Please do not try this at home.
Pretty sure they might somewhere. It has to be.
It doesn't have to be. Yet the WWE games say, please don't try this at home.
Because people actually fucking do.
People actually do this stuff too.
Well, I mean, I think the whole goal of skateboarding is to not replicate these guys.
Are you doing that on purpose now?
It was kind of funny, but I don't know if it's gonna be funny anymore.
No, not if you keep doing it on purpose. The first time was hilarious.
Alright, so I'm gonna try to stop doing it. But that's what was it? The second time I did it and just got stuck, and with the score of 350.
That was pathetic. One. Raisins. Get off. Thank you. That's kind of a horrifying image to see. Could you imagine if the bones are actually damaged so badly that they just start radiating and glowing so you can see them through your flesh like that?
Yeah, just freaking.
Like it's not even it's no longer just an X-rays for us to see. The people in the game can see your body like all broken and contorted inside of your body.
Yeah, the kinetic energy is just the impact of the kinetic energy is just so great that it just catches your bones on fire, and that's what's happening.
Fun times.
Yeah, of course.
Science with Cameron.
Your mom.
And that has been Science with Cameron.
And dead. Oh! I'm pretty sure it's safe to say your ass bone has ejaculated out of the top of your skull.
What? Why would you use that word for that?
Because I can. Do you want me to change it to ejected?
That's no. Copycat. Yay!
I have no idea.
Too bad there wasn't something epic on the other side. Go to the water. Go to the water.
Ah, no, I couldn't make it. Oh, that was so... This game is so awesome.
You know what else is awesome?
What?
This game. 2, 1. I don't know what I have no plans.
Well, I mean, do you think either of them have plans if they're just launching themselves off a freaking building? I mean, let's be honest
Hey, someone's got to have a plan for the future. My plan for the future is to be in the hospital.
Because at least someone while I'm there, someone will care for me.
At least while I'm there, I'll have food. I'll be dead, but I'll have food.
Wow. 42 minutes.
I don't care.
Huh?
We're having fun. I don't care. We're having fun.
Just keep going?
Yeah.
Let's do another map.
Longer. Okay.
Crystal Crashers. I don't know what this one is. You're already... Oh, this is what this challenge is. Hotel Plummet. Move to challenge.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That entire time I was just coughing around one sign.
Kids today are into body modification. I like to keep my temple clean, body.
That is not what mine said.
Oh, we already did this.
We did?
Yeah.
We did. Go to a different one.
Hotel Plummet. Human Confetti. We didn't do that one.
Which one?
Human Confetti.
Human confetti.
Yeah.
That sounds like what happened after the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah, sure.
They were just left with a bunch of human confetti.
Well, that reminds me. Have you seen See No Evil yet?
No, this one's terrible. This one is terrible. This one is
this
terrible.
one's
This one is
garbage.
terrible. Let's go back to the crane.
Cubic Chaos.
So what are you saying?
No. Have you seen See No Evil yet?
Nope.
Are you ever gonna plan to see it?
Probably. I've owned the movie for like over a year, like over like 3 years now.
And
I think.
He still hasn't watched it.
I haven't had the time.
Ha.
I enjoy playing video games over watching movies.
So do I, but I still have movies I like to watch.
Let's try it.
Are you sure?
Yeah, let's give it a shot.
Start challenge. This one better not be stupid.
Well, it's not you, so
I
it's already
can't
got that going
believe
for
they're
it.
proud of themselves for actually gonna try to do this.
Me.
Playing the PS3 and playing this just makes me sad because the PS3's graphics capability is so much better.
The 360's graphic capabilities are probably better than this game too.
Yeah, no, well, I have a lot of 360 games. I have quite a few PS3 games, but like quite a few PS3 games I have just look so much more crisp and clean on the PS3. So like, God of War is probably one of the best looking games I have. Specifically 3, and followed right behind Ni no Kuni, but they're different art styles, so I can't really compare them.
And then look at Grand Theft Auto 5 and the graphics on the 360 for that.
Yeah, and
I mean,
unfortunately, God of War 3 still beats it by a long shot because it's not as crisp. Like it's when I first I've played them both, and I've played the GTA 5 a long times, and I've had it since it came out. And I've played God of War 3, and it's just clear as day that God of War 3 just looks better.
I watched you play God of War 3. Personally, I don't feel that way.
I think you're 100% wrong. You have to remember that I've been playing this 360 a lot longer than you have, and I know what it's capable of. I've seen a lot of the games that come out for it.
Okay, that has nothing to do with how I think the graphics of one game look like. I don't think God of War 3 looks that great.
I do.
I mean,
because it looks
obviously
more
the
like
graphics are good, but
it looks more cinematic, and theatrical than it does for frickin' GTA, and that's always a plus for me. If it's just hyper realistic, I enjoy it a bit more. And I'm not saying that all games should be that way, but I'm just saying that that game showcases really well what the PS3 is capable of. And even with Ascension, they look really good too. I mean, I have an array of Xbox 360 games. I mean...
And Super Smash Bros. On the Wii U looks better than all of it.
No, it doesn't. Not at all. I will say it does look good, but I don't think...
It looks great.
Yeah, but you're also prone to, like, a lot of bias when it comes to that stuff.
No, it just looks great.
I definitely think God of War 3 is probably one of the most crisp games I have. I have to say.
Going on graphics alone, like for what system it was on, I think the most surprising one to me was
a Nintendo product, isn't it?
Yes, just because it was surprising at the time when it came out. Oh crud! What is the name of it? It was a game on the GameCube that looked like it belonged on the next-gen consoles.
Probably Resident Evil, I feel that way. It could have done better on the next-gen. It does look really good. I still compare the original Resident Evil's graphics to a lot of the moderate-budget 360 games. They're just comparable that great.
Just to elaborate, when I said next-gen there, I meant like the next generation after GameCube, not like the next generation of consoles now.
What do you mean by that?
Like, next gens always refers to, like, the current generation of consoles.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, like, the 360. And I'm just saying...
That's not the current gen.
So wait, you're talking current gen? For the fucking GameCube.
Next-gen consoles are what they refer to the current generation consoles as. Such as the Wii U, the PS4, and the Xbox One.
So what are you trying to say?
When I said the GameCube, I said the GameCube that would look better on the next gen. I meant like on the Wii 360 and PlayStation 3, not the GameCube, PlayStation 2, and Xbox.
That's kind of what I'm. That's exactly what I'm fucking saying.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Are you gonna go to another map?
Oh yeah, that's right. So focused on trying to freaking argue with you. Let's do this one. Resident Evil for the GameCube probably has some of the best graphics. Surprising graphics too. Okay then.
Yeah, I'm talking about like graphics that like surprised for what the system that it was on.
Oh yeah, Resident Evil is definitely one of those games. Like I was just saying, I could compare it to like games of the 360's generation with a moderate budget.
Got it. Sonic 06.
Yes, because they are.
Actually, the graphics weren't terrible in that
no.
game. The graphics were not terrible in that game. Everything else was.
I don't know what Bone Tower Bash is, but we're going there next.
Okay.
Because I know this map. It's just that, and there's just stairs. There's nothing there.
Trying to think of what game I have has probably the best graphics. Honestly, I would lead towards Smash Brothers. That's only because the Wii U is the only next-gen console I have.
Yeah, but that's kind of unfair. Just, you know.
I know. That's why I said it's only because it's the only next-gen console I have.
So why don't you just come up with another?
I'm trying to, but it's hard to think of the other ones for that. I know. Best graphics. Minecraft.
Well, apparently its graphics are so hardcore that my PC can't handle it.
I know. It's all those chunks.
That shit is ridiculous. I don't know how a game that simple can just be that...
Because there's actually a lot more to that game than that. Honestly, I think Red Steel 2.
Really? Isn't that more of a cel-shaded game?
Yeah, but cel-shaded game... Oh, that's what it was. It was the Wind Waker.
What?
The Wind Waker on the GameCube looks so good. I mean, people, of course, at first hated it because they were presented with like this realistic photo image of Zelda. Of Link, of the Zelda games, I mean. of Link and Ganondorf crossing the swords and whatnot. It just disappointed. Yeah. But they ended up getting an HD re-release just because the graphics were so beautiful. They wanted to
because
what?
I didn't hear like any of that because of the frickin' you were cutting out and whatnot.
Oh.
Well, Wind Waker does look good. I mean, it does look really crisp, like really, really crisp for being a GameCube game. I do have to give it that.
And I mean, they actually re-released it on the Wii U, and it looks even more beautiful on the Wii U.
Yeah. I don't have a Wii U. I don't have any of the next-gen consoles, and I probably won't until they all drop in price. I'm probably going to get a PS4 because I enjoy its IPs far more. Like The Order 1886, even though people say it's like terrible because it's like a 6 to 8 hour game or whatnot, I actually like story-heavy single-player games, and I don't give a shit how long they are. And I actually watched someone play a little bit of it, and it actually looks really interesting.
I actually have not heard anything about that game.
People gave it unfair scores because the initial shock was someone beat it in like 5 hours, which was a speed run after they initially beat it.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just them beating like speed run, but it was a 6 to 8 hour, I guess, experience.
Heck, people Super Mario World. Someone beat that in like 5 seconds.
Yeah, but a lot of what you have to remember too is that you can't so much give a shit about the length of it because it's the experience that matters to me. Like, I don't care if
but at the same
like,
time, is the experience worth that amount of money for supposedly a new game? That's
I actually heard that it was from someone who actually played it, and he said that was really awesome. But a lot of people gave it a lot of shit just because of the 5 hour playtime, but like I said, that was most likely a speed run because the guy already had an achievement for beating it.
I don't know, because honestly, my thing with video games is if they're not very long, they're super expensive, but they're fun. They're still not worth it because they're super expensive and you don't get to play enough of the game for it to be worth the price.
Well, there are some games that are really short, but are definitely worth that $60 price range because the experience is just so great.
There's not a game I would pay $60 for an experience over the actual game.
Well, that's honestly, what the fucking game is. The game is the experience. I mean, you're playing it, you're doing all this stuff, and even if it's like a bunch that they're like trying, like if they're trying out new stuff, that's an experience, and I really think that it would be worth it. That's just
You're essentially paying $60 for a $15 movie.
That's not true. And I mean, besides, a movie would only be, how long? 2 hours. So even if you were to say that, that's like watching that movie at a movie theater for... Okay, I'm stuck. But that's like going to a movie theater and buying a $10 ticket and getting that same experience by going to see 5 different other movies or 6 different other movies for $10, not including taxes and whatnot. So, I mean, if you're gonna really go for a movie standpoint, you gotta fucking take that into an account.
If I'm paying $60 for a game, it needs to have more to it than just a good story.
Well, it does have good gameplay from the guy I heard. But I'm not judging it because I haven't really played it. But what I've heard from him, he actually said that it was...
I'm not judging the game either because I know nothing about the game. I'm talking in general as a whole. Like, if there was a Zelda game out that did what I'm saying, I wouldn't like it. Even though Zelda's my favorite franchise of all time.
For some reason,
I don't like games that are driven in story and not through the game itself.
Yeah, but it's not
why...
But the experience I'm talking about, it's like the gameplay and everything else. When I say experience, it's kind of all wrapped up into one. I mean, I don't know why you're harping on that.
Because they're saying it's 5 hours in gameplay,
which was once again a speed run. Was a speed run according to some people. So it was.
But how long is that game outside of the speed run?
I have no idea. No one's. That's the thing. No one knows. Someone who did play it said it was a 68-hour-ish game, which isn't that bad, considering that if it does it well, like if a game does something really well, like if it's a good story, good gameplay, good control feel, and it's $60 in only 68 hours, that's better to me than getting a 15-hour piece of shit that is just boring ass gunplay, boring fucking mechanics. Because which one would you pick if you had to only pick those two games? You would pick the one that has the most experience, am I right? Or would you pick the one for the sake of longevity?
Well, you're failing to see the point there. My point is, if the game is bad, it's bad, no matter how long it is. But if the game is good and it's too short, it's not worth the price range. But also, the bad game that's bad isn't worth that price range either, even no matter how long it is. The game needs to have both in order to be good. It needs to have some kind of longevity, otherwise you're paying way too much money for the game that you're only going to play for maybe a day. And then you're going to have, oh, well, I've beat the game and I'm out $60. And I've only had it one day. That kind of ruins the point of having the video game.
Well, not really, because you could play it again if you really wanted to. I mean, there's nothing stopping you, and the games don't get boring after one playthrough. Every time I buy
Depends on the game.
It really does, but I haven't played this too much. I haven't actually played it at all. So what I'm saying is that it might just be an unfair score for the sake of longevity. Because like I said, it could be an excellent game, but everyone's just going out and just to trash it. Just for that. Like I said, I don't care about longevity as long as you put out a good product that I think is worth. Do you want to go back to the crane?
Yeah.
If you put out a good product that's good enough but is short, so like if it plays really well and it's only 68 hours, because God of War is only probably 8 hours, I beat that real short, but it's a good game and I keep going back to it because there's so much there. It's an experience that I want to keep having, so that's kind of where I'm getting this from. So like a 68-hour game, you could say it's short, but you could get multiple playthroughs. You can have all these experiences. You could have missed a secret. You can pick that secret and reveal more. You understand where I'm coming from?
But at the same time, the essential core of the story, if that is too short, it's not worth the price range. No matter how good the story is, the gameplay, if you're buying a game that's so short, which is why I have a problem buying a lot of Steam games, because a lot of Steam games that are out there are shorter games. They want you to spend like $15 on a game that's not worth the $15 just because it's good for maybe an hour's worth of laughs or something.
Yeah, but that's another thing you have to remember. With Steam, any game can really get greenlit and go on to there, so of course you're going to have a bunch of shit. But this game by Santa Monica Studios, I believe, did it. If not, please don't rip my asshole open. But if it's like a reputable company, I don't see why there would be a problem. I mean, not to say sell out to any corporation or anything, but you know what I'm saying? It's harder to get onto
at the same time, look at big corporation like Ubisoft releasing the Assassin's Creed game with all the problems that it had.
Yeah, exactly.
Just because you're a big budget company doesn't mean you produce big budget games.
Yeah, I'm not saying that by any means. I'm just saying that it's harder to get like a shitty, funny for 1 hour game onto a system. It's harder because you have to find someone who's gonna pitch and go out for that and publish it for you. And usually, if you can see that a lot of these games are backed by bigger companies, even if they're smaller titles, they're backed by some bigger company somewhere. Even 2K Games was backed by apparently Irrational Games, if I'm not mistaken, or Irrational Games backed 2K with BioShock Infinite, which was a fucking wonderful game. It's a rather short game, if I'm not mistaken. And just like The Darkness 2 and The Darkness, those games are really good, but they're really short. Like, Darkness 1 is 6 hours. That was my third or fourth playthrough, though, so I'm probably more. I understand how everything else goes. But for the Darkness 2, it's a shorter story, but everyone prefers the second one because of how much is there. They don't give a shit whether it's short or not, because there's a lot more to it than just.
But at the same time, is that game still that price range?
No, it's not. But it was at one point, and people still loved it,
and
still
at that
pre-ordered
point, it probably wasn't as popular as it is.
No, it probably
pre-order. Hold on, pre-order means nothing towards the length and goodness of a game because you don't know yet at that point.
Well, I'm not even talking about pre-order. I'm just saying that it was really popular. I know a lot of people who have played the game and really enjoyed it. I don't think I've talked to a single person who has played it and says I don't like it. But you have to also remember that when you're talking about a lot of these games, there's a lot of bias that comes into play. So, like, of course, I'm going to defend Darkness and Darkness 2 because I love the comic book series, I love the video games, and I love the idea of Jackie Estacado, and I love the idea of the Darkness. And a lot of bias comes through when you argue video games or debate video games in this kind of manner. Because there's no objective thing. This one was fucking close.
I wasn't trying to do anything special, were you?
No, but I'm just saying, for not even paying attention to the game, that was rather close.
We both got pretty high scores, too.
This has to be my favorite level.
It's mine, too. But, the thing to really value in a game, though, is how much you can play it before you get sick of it.
There's no real objective standard for how you value a game. Right.
But the price range is the biggest problem. With how expensive games are nowadays, I do not want to go out and spend that much money, have a good game that feels like there should have been much more to it than there was. It's not worth buying a game for that. Which is why I didn't go out and buy Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. You just broke all your bones.
Did I, though? I think I didn't break my hand. I think I disjointed it, but I don't think I broke.
Does it have to be red?
Yeah. And no, I missed a fucking hand. And my...
oh, yeah, and your front arm.
Yeah, my forearm.
But, like, Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, that's not a very long game. It's, I don't think, worth the price tag that's on the game.
Yeah.
I would never buy it for that price tag, but I got it for free.
Yeah, so there's that bias, because you enjoyed that game, right?
It's okay. It's not the greatest. I think it's too short. I think they could have done much more with it than they did. But with the amiibos coming out with it, there's adding like a new challenge to every level with the Toad amiibo. But at the same time, that's artificially enhancing the length of the game. It's not actually increasing the length. And you know me, I'm a Nintendo junkie, so...
Yeah. Almost to a fault, I would say.
But I do have to criticize that aspect of that game. It's fun.
I'll give you...
They could have done more with it.
I'll give you the fact that against more fanboyish people, you do say when a lot more is wrong, if you feel something's wrong, where a lot of people won't.
If I feel there's something wrong.
If you feel...
But then you look at a game like Ocarina of Time, there are definitely flaws in that game. But I think the pluses well outweigh the minuses too much to...
Yeah, but then
I have no idea how I just flipped around.
I don't know, but I'll never... Oh, there... I wonder what happens if you hit me, but, I remember I pointed out the thing that I didn't like the lock-on system, and you got a bit defensive.
Because I do not see the problem with it. You had a hard time figuring out that when Navi was flying around something, to not press the L button. But you would always press the L button.
That's not the problem I had. The problem was... Oh, I just go through you. The problem is that I was trying to unlock myself from something, and I was having a problem, and I was pushing back on the keyboard, on the control
on the keyboard?
stick. Yes.
Well, there's your problem.
Yeah, that was probably my first problem. Should have been playing with the GameCube controller. But I honestly believe that the lock-on system is a bit... I don't like it. But you know me. That's where my bias comes in. I hate lock-on systems in games. You know that.
But at the same time, I think it's also the fact that you're not as familiar with that game, because you can easily unlock from anything, just very easily. but you're not as familiar with the game as I am, so it's not as simple. I mean, all you have to do is tap away from the enemy you're locked onto an L, and you unlock from it.
Yeah, that's what I was trying, but it wouldn't work.
Because you weren't tapping away from the enemy, you were probably tapping backwards from where you were.
Maybe.
Which isn't necessarily always away from the enemy.
Well, I mean, if the enemy's in front of me and I tap backwards, that should be cause enough for it to unlock.
Why did my thing just open up your gamer profile?
I don't know. Do you want to play one more time, or?
Yeah, one more.
Alright, because
this episode's going to be a two-parter episode. I'm splitting this in half.
Yeah. Debate half, and then fun half.
The goofy fun half. The goofy fun half is going up second. Just throw everybody off.
Yeah, just everyone crying. Why are they talking legitimately?
Why are they ignoring the game? Even
Discussion.
though it'll probably... Although, honestly, it's more like it's going to be... Chirp, 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 chirp.
Yeah. Could you imagine if one day we actually did get big and someone watched this and started crying because they didn't feel like we cared about them? Just as a hypothetical. I mean, it's not going to happen.
Honestly, at that point, if you don't look at the date of a video, and by the time we're big, they're going to have, like, games for, like, that you play with just your eyeball.
That sounds awful on all accounts.
You just think and you're playing the game.
That is terrible. You're not even playing at that point. You're just fucking... thinking. If I wanted to think, I wouldn't play video
Just
games.
imagine how DLC would be like there. To see the color blue, $47.99.
Yeah, I see that in the future. If you would like to unlock the blue in the palette...
I definitely don't see that. I definitely don't see that.
I see it with Capcom. Did you hear about the microtransactions in Resident Evil Revelations 2?
Can you download Mega Man?
No.
Then I have not heard of them. My knowledge of Capcom stems from Mega Man and maybe Street Fighter.
Yeah, I like Street Fighter a lot.
Oh, and Aladdin for the Super Nintendo.
Oh, we're gonna play that, aren't we? You're gonna make me.
I love it. You don't even have to play it. I'll play it. I can beat the game in one go. It's not that hard.
What? You're just gonna do it one sitting? That's it.
It's not hard. It's only maybe like an hour-long game, but back then that was a commonplace because games also weren't that expensive back then, and you could only fit so much on them. I'm talking about games current generation. It's okay. I didn't mean to go this way. I didn't mean to go this way.
Corkscrewing into a steel battleship.
The only safe way to do it.
Yeah. You're gonna have
anybody who tries to step on and walk onto those things. That's a problem.
You're gonna have to grab this file when you come over, just because
there's
there's no way in hell I'm sending this. I don't know why I wouldn't get off his board.
I loved it. It was like a father to me.
It's probably what they're all saying, or probably like because they're probably
actually probably all like.
Yeah. We don't have an introduction for this part. Ooh.
We don't need an introduction. I'll just put it like continued from part 1. If you haven't seen part 1 yet, click the link. And then it'll turn out that part 1 is this part and part 2 is the part that hasn't happened yet. That happened already with the thing, because the
See, this is why you can't date your videos. You don't even know what's happening. You don't know where this is going, and you're spouting nonsense.